Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I've got the episode 3 overview of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And today's episode starts off, leading off directly from the end of the last episode, in that Bucky goes to see Baron Zemo in prison. And then he comes up with a massive, very convoluted plan to get him out. Which means causing a prison fight. Then once Baron Zemo's out of his cell, he kidnaps a prison guard, steals his uniform, and then just sneaks out completely undetected. Which is a very good plan, and it has 100% success, because it totally works. So yeah, Baron Zemo sneaks out of prison with Sam and Bucky. Sam is not too happy to find out that Bucky broke him out, at all, because again, Zemo's kind of a deranged lunatic. Again, literally Hydra. So yeah, that's fun. Then they agree to work together for a short amount of time because, you know, Sam does not trust him. And then Sam, Bucky, and Zemo head off to a little country called Madripoor. And if that country does ring bells, it is actually kind of linked to the X-Men. Again, I'm not clutching at straws on this one. This is actually an X-Men reference. It is a massive mutant hideout. I believe, I might be a bit fuzzy on this part, but I believe this was seen in Logan, where all those mutant kids were hiding out with X-23. So I'm not clutching at straws here. This is actually an X-Men reference, Madripoor. So kind of hinting at the X-Men, possibly, maybe, I don't know. So, but it is an X-Men reference. So you can trust me on that one, guys. I'm pretty sure it's the place that showed up at the end of Logan, but not too sure. But I know it is linked to the X-Men, which is pretty cool to see. But Baron Zemo, Bucky, and Sam all have to go in disguises. Sam has to go as a warlord, who he looks suspiciously like, apparently. So that was lucky for him. Baron Zemo, well, he's a villain anyway, so he could just be himself. And Bucky had to become the Winter Soldier one last time. He basically has to pretend that he was still under Zemo's control, which worked pretty well. Until Sam kind of got a phone call from his sister. And then the person who Baron Zemo met with got killed. At which point, the entire city of Madripoor got a message sent out on their phones stating there's a $1,000 bounty for the person who killed Selby, who was the person who Baron Zemo met up with and who Bucky kind of killed. Well, not quite Bucky, but I'll get to that in a moment. So, Sam, Bucky, and Zemo are now running around the city, trying not to get killed by every bounty hunter in the city, which is all kinds of fun for those guys. But then, just as they are about to get killed, a sniper shot comes from a roof. Well, from a window of a building. It's Sharon Carter. Both of my predictions came true. At last! Yes! So, it appears that Sharon's been in Madripoor ever since she tried to steal Cap's shield, and is now basically on the run from the US government. Because, yeah, the moment she steps back on American soil, they will probably arrest her. So, that's fun. But then she agrees to help out the three gentlemen, Sam, Bucky, and Zemo. Little bit hesitant about Zemo, because, of course, deranged lunatic villain. You know, can't really trust him very easily. And then we cut back to the Flag Smashers really quick. And we see, I can't remember, Carly, talking about how she got the Super Soldier Serum, because it appears that there's a fair few vials going around the Flag Smashers of the new Super Soldier Serum, made by somebody in Madripoor who disappeared after the Thanos snap, because he was working for Hydra. By the time he came back in Avengers Endgame, Hydra was gone. The project was abandoned because the lead scientist disappeared, and this project was to recreate the Super Soldier Serum. And he was really close, and a villain called the Power Broker, who was going to be very important, kind of said, I'll help you with your work after he returned from the blip. So he's now helping him reproduce the Super Soldier Serum, of which there are 20 vials of. 8 of which have gone to the Flag Smashers. So there's now still 12 floating around the planet somewhere. Probably with the Flag Smashers, honestly, but who knows? So she kidnaps a few guys from a new government organisation. Can't remember what they're called. They're basically trying to reintegrate everyone to society who came back after the blip. I think they're the Global Repatriation... I can't remember what the rest of their name is. And she kidnaps a few of those guys and blows them up. Yeah, Carly's a bit, unhinged, let's say. And then she talks to one of her associates in the Flag Smashers about how they got the super soldier serum, and they were worried it was going to kill them. Because, of course, you know, super soldier serum, it's very powerful stuff. I mean, look what it did to nearly did to Captain America. I mean, you saw how much pain he was in. So, yeah. They're talking for a while about how it felt to get that serum. And then we cut back to Berlin real quick to see John Walker and Lamar in the prison investigate how Baron Zemo got out. And thankfully, this is the only scene of John Walker in this episode. And he knows that Falcon and the Winter Soldier were there just before Zemo escaped. And then John says something which really, you know, kind of shook me a little bit. We will find evidence that these guys were involved, even if we have to make it. Oh yes, it would appear that John is not above fabricating evidence, even though we know that Sam and Bucky were involved in the prison escape. John will even go to lengths of fabricating evidence to prove it, which is a bit not very Cap of him. So, yeah, not very good on his part. And we cut back to the Then we cut back to the whole Madripoor situation. Bounty hunters are on Sam, Bucky, and Zemo's tail again. Sharon's holding them off, but eventually, the doctor that the person that is recreating the super soldier serum gets killed because Sam, Bucky, and Zemo are with him, and he gets killed with the with a bazooka because the bounty hunters know that Sam, Bucky, and Zemo are in there, and he blows up the whole base, destroying all the work that that doctor had done again, and the doctor himself. Sam, Bucky, and Zemo escape barely, and then, well, they just have to hope and pray that they can make it out of Madripoor alive, because, yeah, not the best of places. Anyways, so that is the overview of episode 3 out of 6 of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. 3 down, 3 to go. It's really good so far. I hope it gets better, and we've recently got something confirmed that episode 5, the penultimate episode, will have a secret character. But there was something at the end of this episode which I've completely forgot to mention. Well, Sam and Bucky head to Latvia at the end of the episode. Can't remember why. Then he finds a couple of metal balls with runes on them. He goes on for a walk, finds those metal balls, and then somebody from Wakanda shows up. And I thought, okay, that's nice to see that he's still in touch with Wakanda. And I got a bit confused because I thought there could be a link between the secret character and Wakanda, which immediately brought me to Okoye, Okoye, I think, or one of the Wakandans. I think it's going to be a Wakandan who shows up in episode 5. Might be one of the main characters from Black Panther. Might not be. I don't think it'll be Black Panther himself, for obvious reasons. Unfortunately, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. But I think episode 5 secret character might have a link to Wakanda in some way. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video, guys. So as always, people, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my and Roxanne's YouTube channels. Her link is in the link tree in the description. My sub button is down there. Yep, that big red one. Unless you've already subscribed, then it's great. Thanks for that, by the way. Don't forget to comment as well, because why not? And let me know what you thought of this episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and Roxanne on her blog. Those links are also in the link tree in the description, which is right at the top of the description. And lastly, of course, don't forget to share this video with all of your friends so they can join the infinite loop of liking, subscribing, commenting, following, and sharing, and around and around and around that loop. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Goodbye.